Welcome back, everybody, to another video. Today we are going to be talking about Stranger Things and the season finale. Oh my, spoiler alert, by the way, for everybody who hasn't watched the season or series. I really just want to say one thing. Plot armor. I'll be discreet as much as possible about that, but plot armor is definitely a thing. And yeah, it was very adamant in this video, or in this series. And honestly, it was still good though. Like, I enjoyed the entirety of the series finale. Like, I feel like they wrapped everything up pretty well. If you haven't seen what's his name, Moist Critical, Charlie's video on it, I do suggest. But I do think that overthinking about it is a bit much. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm just a sucker for like a good show. You know what I mean? And I feel like they did well with the entirety of the show. Like, I don't think they did too horrible, and I think like overall they made a good show. Like, yeah, past seasons have been like a little bit better here and there, but I do think that overall they did pretty well with this season. Past seasons have been all right, but I feel like season like 2 and 3 were the most meh, and then here we are now on season 5, where it's good as well. And you know, it's like, I feel like it goes in this order. It goes season 1, season 4, season 5, and then 3 and 2. I think, or no, 2 and 3. I think 3, in my opinion, was probably the worst. And then the season finale, like the 5th season, which was this one, I feel like it was like the mid-tier. You know what I mean? We got a bit of a longer verse today. It is: forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing, now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Isaiah 43:18-19. And back to the video. The end fight was really good, but I do feel like it was a bit rushed. Overwhelming. It was still pretty good though. Like, I don't understand how they climbed up the mountain. There was like a mountain that they had to climb up, and they did it in like half a second. There was also another area where they had a, oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Where I don't believe that Nancy like could have made it out of there alive normally, but hey, she did. But that kind of goes along with my thing that I said at the start, plot armor. Like, it's like it's like every other, you know, show where it's like, you know, your main characters are gonna kind of like Avengers Endgame, like how most of them didn't even die, even though they were all like, you know, like up against an army of like very strong opponents, and only one ended up dying, which was like Iron Man. Oh, I got the same person. Nice. But yeah, you know, that's just how it is though, you know. I do think that it was really good though. Solid 7 out of 10, I'd say, rating wise, for the season finale. Like, I personally enjoyed it. Like, I don't know if you guys enjoyed it, but if you haven't seen it, yeah, you know, like, it's good. I do suggest watching it. I don't think it was horrible. Like, if everybody's saying it's horrible, like, I don't agree with that at all. I do think it was pretty good. I do think that they could have taken a little bit more time and had like maybe Vecna rise dogs from the dead or something like that into their realm or something along those lines, so it could like be more like interesting, like they're fighting while they're running to Vecna in the middle. I feel like that would have been cool, like where he could have like, you know, like rose demo dogs or like the little creatures from like the cracks of the Upside Down. I feel like that would have been a cool idea that they kind of missed out on. But overall, like, this is their show, you know, like they did it, they finished it how they wanted to. The ending, like the last hour after Vecna died, like Nancy and all them, No, not Nancy. What's her name? I forgot. I'm just gonna say Mrs. Wheeler. When she was like chopping his head, I feel like that was so good, like so well written, with like the flashbacks and everything of like every single character's traumatic moments. Like, I'm pretty much repeating kind of what Charlie Moist Critical said, but it's really true. Like his like that moment was so well like planned and like executed. Like that was a very good moment. But like as it was wrapping up, like I feel like all of the character endings were very good. Like Lucas and Max, and then Mike kind of like writing about all of their stories that they've done, and then kind of like the whole like ending with Dustin. That was a really good ending, because if you noticed, there's the ending with Dustin, it was actually like when he flipped off the teacher and everything, it was kind of like what my wife actually showed me this. It was what Eddie wanted to do, where it was like flipping off the principal, and then kind of like giving him the bird and then taking his diploma and running. That was kind of like Eddie's thing that he was doing, and that's what Dustin did for his ending. So that was super cool to see. Like honestly, if I was a crier, I would be constantly crying. I you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't. I'm not gonna say I didn't tear up a little bit, you know what I mean? But that entire episode was just like, yeah, tear up central, you know what I mean? Like it was a consistent like tear jerk that people like that they were making us do. Yeah, there you go. I feel like they wrapped it up pretty well. I do feel like the stuff was a little rushed, but in the end, there's nothing really you can do about it. It was a solid ending. Like I said, like a 7. I do like how I kept looking at my wife, and I kept like smiling and laughing because Dustin had the literal best like facial expressions. Like when they were playing D&D, there's this moment where he was like no. It was so hilarious that I could not stop laughing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the series as well. Like, let me know what your thoughts were about it all. And just to think that it's how old is that entire series? I think it's like a decade. I think it took a decade to make. How long did it take for Stranger Things to make? Oh wait, that was not English. Yeah, 10 years, 9 to 10 years. It started in 2015. That's crazy. Because I remember my brother was in the military at the time, and he was home and he was watching it like 10 years ago. Like, that's insane to think about. That, like, oh my. That's a memory and a half. Holy, you guys just kind of peered into my life a little bit with that one. Holy crap, 10 years ago. Did he just fall off? But oh no, he's there. Nice. W teammate. Wow, 10 years. That is insane, actually. Like I do think, ooh, let's go. Honestly, I'm not too picky when it comes to plot armor, because I like main characters. I like them surviving. I might just be a sucker for that, but I enjoy characters surviving in the end. Like characters I like, and I like people not dying. Like I thought Steve was definitely a goner right there. I thought Steve was gonna die. And when I saw that beforehand, when they were on no, they were on Jimmy Fallon, I think. The Duffer Brothers were on Jimmy Fallon, and they said that Steve was gonna be like on the ropes at the end. They like laid out characters for them all, and he put Steve like on the edge of the bed. Here, let me see if I can actually find that real quick. Edge of the bed. Why did I say edge of the bed? The edge of the desk. Jimmy Fallon, Duffer Brothers, Stranger Things. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Here we go. Let me see the characters. There you go. Hold on.
All right, ready? Yeah.
Oh. There you go. See?
He's fine.
See, like,
Like that?
They literally
Wait,
played it out
11 in water?
to where he was like falling off.
Oh! There it is!
Yeah, so that's it wasn't a spoiler, but it was like hinting at that he's gonna be on the edge of something, and I was like, oh nah, really? I feel like they wouldn't have done anything too detrimental like that. Like if that was actually him dying, I feel like they wouldn't have done that, you know what I mean? So I felt like that was also a security that he wasn't gonna die. I think I watched the entire series, I think about, I don't know, like 8 months ago or something like that, maybe even a year ago. And then we because we thought it was coming out sooner, and then they kept postponing it. So I don't know. And it's also sad to see that Netflix kind of redacted 2 hours. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Netflix redacted like 2 hours. 2 hours of Stranger Things. Yeah. Season 5. Did not redact 2 hours. It's a viral hoax stemming from a fake IMB. Oh, wait, never mind. I guess it's not. I've seen people get involved in the show have denied lists. Some stuff was probably cut, but everything cuts from everything, shows, movies. It's a fake. Other comments said some things cut off in every show or movie, not to mention the amount of money they spent on each one. Netflix almost certainly gave the duffers almost fully free control. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong a little bit. I guess that was a hoax. I guess somebody started that that thing. I didn't actually know if that was true or not. So actually figuring that out, I was under the assumption that that wasn't actually, that was a thing, but I guess it wasn't. I'll have to look more into that, but I'll let you guys know, because that would have sucked if they actually did that, like redacted some of the stuff. 2-tapped. Oh my. But I'm glad that they didn't. I'm glad that they didn't. That's a good thing. I did want to talk about my favorite character now. I don't actually know who my favorite character of them all would be. That's a hard one, because Steve is like an obvious choice. Steve is really good with his 6 little nuggets. He didn't know that he was like the father all along of those 6 kids, kind of like the babysitter. I saw a funny clip or a screenshot where it was like the Wheelers kids, and then it was like the what was Mike? Who was Mike? I forgot the last name of Mike. So like it was like Will and Jonathan, and then it was like the family, and then it was oh wait, what? Take those pants. And then it was Mike's family, and then it was the other family. Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. Oh no, I blocked myself off instead of blocking him off. But then it said the Harringtons, and then it showed every single one of the kids, and it was so funny. That was a good meme. But I didn't know what my favorite character would be. I kind of didn't really think about it. But now, like at the end, like Holly was good. Holly was a brand new character this season. Kind of became a main character completely. Kind of like took the role of, well, Max said that she was like Mike. Maybe Dustin. Maybe Lucas. I don't know. I liked Mike. I've always liked Mike from the beginning. I feel like Mike was my favorite character. Overall, he kind of like, he didn't get much screen time though. So like last season. So I'm kind of upset about that. But I did enjoy watching them completely. What? Oh, I got hit from behind. No. So we got Mike, Max, Dustin, Will, Lucas, Steve, Jonathan, Nancy. I don't know. I really don't know. Robin's also another one. I'm so confused. I don't know. I might just say Steve, because I enjoyed Steve. He's kind of like the father figure of them all. And what's not to like about Steve, you know what I mean? Except for like the fact that he was like, he had a character arc too. Like he was like, yeah, I kind of, spoiler again. He told Jonathan, he was like, yeah, I kind of knew I wasn't gonna make it with Nancy. Blah, 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 you know? Okay. I need to use my fishing rod more often. So yeah, I'm gonna say Steve's my favorite character. Steve is definitely my favorite character. Definitely, I say, as I contemplated for the past 5 minutes of who my favorite character was. I think Steve and Mike are probably like the main two. I feel like, who do we think the main character was though? It wasn't really like a main character. I guess L, Will, Mike. I feel like those were like the main characters, you know what I mean? And then everybody else was kind of like side characters in a way. Because it was kind of like L was like the main hero, you know what I mean? And then Mike was kind of just like the leader of the group, quote unquote. All right. And then Will kind of was like the main victim in the beginning and like continued to be the victim till like season 3 or 4. I don't know when he got like expelled from that stuff. But ooh. There we go. I do think L was kind of like the main character of this whole thing. That being said, I still like Mike. Mike. They're opening up chests right here. There we go. Hoop. Hoop. No, I killed that guy too. I literally killed everybody for this guy. GG, bro. He just killed me from the back. Lucky boy. All right, well, we are going to end this video with that. I hope you guys enjoyed Stranger Things. I hope you guys enjoyed the background gameplay while I was yapping and all that. But hope you guys have a good day. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a comment on your favorite character or what you liked about this season or what you didn't like. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for another daily video, and Happy New Year, everybody. I forgot to say that. Catch y'all tomorrow, and